Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. This is Jamie Boglin, and I am here with you today. We are doing the Dream It and Poof, It's Yours. I am Jamie Boglin with the Fab Mommy Lifestyle, and I am a coach for moms, a life coach. I coach all kinds of moms. And I'll do business, I'll do stay-at-homes, athletic moms, non-athletic moms, whatever kind of mom. I get them all. But I'm super inspired to have all of you guys here today. I can't wait to help you dream big, dream bigger, and then manifest it into a reality. So I'm just going to take a few more minutes while everyone's hopping on. And I'll just remind you to grab a pen and paper so you can take some notes because I've got lots of information. It's all going to be flowing through me. Grab a drink of water. And if I could ask you not to multitask, this is part of that energy that I want you to hone in on becoming not busy. And so when your body is not busy and your thoughts are not busy and your brain is slowed down, that's when the dreams are able to come in and you're able to hear them and you're able to see them and you're actually able to make them manifest better. So make sure that you take some time, you carve out about an hour time for this, whether you're here right now or if you're listening to this later. So here's the deal. I'm going to be teaching this class for the next 3 days, today, Tuesday and Wednesday at 12 o'clock p.m. So you can meet me here every day. You can listen in later every day, but I need you to carve that time out so that you can hear the full message and so that you can really take advantage of what I have to share with you guys today, okay? So it looks like some people are still hopping on, but that's fine. We've got the chat box over here. You can just push that on the bottom. And if you have any questions, go ahead and do it over there. And I will get to those questions at the end when we're doing the Q&A, the live Q&A. So make sure you stay till the end so that you can get all your questions answered. And then a lot of times I give away some of my free stuff that I've got going on and get you some goodies. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just take a quick drink here. All right, so here is the deal. Today, we are going to be talking about mindset and really changing that mindset that is going to take you over the top. That's going to give you that fresh new momentum that is basically going to create your new reality so that you can start dreaming. Because how many times when we were little did we dream and we dreamed and they didn't seem that far-fetched, right? And as we got older, things started jading us and things would happen. And we kind of stopped dreaming. And I know I talk to a lot of mommies, and often when I ask them, okay, what is it you want? They just kind of have like this lull and this quietness, and they don't even know what they want anymore. And so that's where I come in as your coach, and I can help you pull that out of you. I can listen to your triggers of what makes you happy and what really lights you up, and I can pull that out, and then we make a plan. And when we make that plan, that is like your roadmap. That is how you're going to get to be where you're at, okay? So I want you to know that everyone has the possibility of dreaming, and all dreams have the possibility of coming true. And if they didn't, I wouldn't be here today. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a mother of 3. I live in San Diego with my husband. And I, too, used to be bombarded with work and raising kids and trying to be a great wife and all these things and just probably adrenal fatigue and never exercise and things like that. And I always wanted to be that happy, vibrant mommy. And I just didn't know how to get there. And I felt super, super stuck. And a lot of times I realized it was just fear of actually stepping out of my comfort zone and making things happen is why I was stuck. And so I hired a coach, and through lots and lots of work and just deep soul diving, was I able to start becoming that mommy that I really knew I had the possibility to be. And I haven't stopped, you guys. I have been able to change my whole life around. I feel like a whole brand new person. I've just created the family that I've always wanted. And let's face it, when you get married and you start having kids, no one teaches you how. The only thing you have are your parents, and no one taught them how, right? So that's why I think hiring a coach is awesome, and why I'm so super glad I did for myself. Because I think about back, if I were to not have hired one back then, where would I be today? What would I be doing? I would be stuck. I'd be stuck in this job that I didn't like, that I felt dragged down by, that I wasn't able to get a raise at, or things like that. And so I just want everyone to know that what you have right now is not what you have to have. If you're not liking it, you can change it. We can make changes. And it all starts with your mindset. So that's why I'm here today, is because I want to show you how to change that mindset so that you're able to do all this on your own, so that you're able to dream big, dream bigger, and then manifest it. So here it is. I just want you all to know that when you dream bigger, you have to believe it will happen. You have to believe in your own magic. You have to believe that you are here and you were put on this earth because you have a purpose, because you are here for a reason, right? So here's the deal. How do you start dreaming bigger when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling like you can't get out of where you're at, right? You have to believe, you have to become obsessed with making changes, with changing that mindset, with creating that life that you want, whatever it is. It could be anything. It could be related to your family. It could be related to business. It could be related to your friendships, your relationships, whatever. But you have to know that whatever it is that you want, it can be a reality. And when it starts to change and it starts to unfold, I've got to tell you, it is magical. And you're seriously going to be here and be like, I can't believe this. She was right. She told me it and she was right. So, all right. So one of the first things that I really feel, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, is fear. Fear is a huge block. It will stop all of us. We all have it. It's just how we deal with it. And some of us don't even see it, you guys. That's the thing. Ooh, that's the thing, is it is so hidden and so ingrained in us sometimes that we just accept it as that's who we are. And I want you to know that fear does not have to play a role in who you are and how you show up. What needs to happen is you need to be able to recognize that and see where it's creeping in and tell it to sit in the back seat. Get the fuck back there, right? You are not going to control my life anymore. I am in charge now, and I'm going to be making changes, and I'm going to be driving this car, and I am moving forward. Know that fear is only there for your ego. And when you listen to your ego and you listen to that fear, that's when you get stuck, and that's when you're held back. And so just becoming aware of that fear is like a catapult. It will transform you. Once you start recognizing, oh, it's popping up, you can tell it, nope, I'm in charge. And you are changing those habits, that mindset shift. All right. So the other great thing about noticing the fear is that now you can start feeling it. You can start feeling the fear and accepting it and knowing that it's there to be there. It's there to be felt. Everyone has it. That's the thing. So just let yourself feel that fear. And don't try to push it away because it's not going to work. It's going to stay. Trust me. Know that fear is a natural emotion. So everyone has it. And there's not much we can do about experiencing it. The key, though, is to feel it, just like you were to feel your sadness or you were to feel your happiness. Learn to feel it. Learn to accept it. And then take action anyways. And that's how you get over fear. You take action anyways. So for me, a big part of my business was I was scared to get on camera, or I was scared to do a webinar like these. I was scared to do a lot of things. I was scared to market, things like that. What if I got too busy? But you know what? I stepped into my fear and I did it anyways. And look at where I'm at now. Nothing bad comes out of stepping into your fear. You can only catapult forward. So let that be your lesson with your fear. And know that that fear is what's stopping you from taking those inspired actions, those actions that are going to move you forward, those actions that are going to make you feel happy and free and alive. All right, so feel the fear, my friends. My dreamers, I'm calling you all dreamers today. All right, so the great thing about, like I had said earlier, about hiring a coach is we can show you when that fear is popping up, when it's making your body break down, or when it's stopping you from doing all these things, when it's making you so super nervous, you get sick, things like that. That is all fear trying to stop you, trying to hold you back. Okay? So, all right, so here's another step that I have for the mindset shift on learning how to dream. Just dream, because we don't want to forget how to dream. We don't want to push that in the back. We want to keep it alive. We want to keep that freshness, the newness, the vibrancy of dreaming, and just being able to feel exhilarated again, right? Having something to look forward to. So here's the deal. One of the things I don't want you to do is look at other people's success. Don't compare yourself to where everybody else is. That will hold you back. You'll think, oh, well, look at, she's making this much money and I'm only making this much money. Not true. She might have started 5 years before you. It might have taken her 5 years to get to the same spot you're at now. Stop comparing yourself. You are enough. Whatever you are, wherever you're at in your journey, it's enough. And that's right where you're going to start your journey. And you're going to keep walking, and you're going to keep going down these paths. And you're going to keep staying strong. And you're going to keep your eye on your vision, whatever your dream is. If your dream is to travel the world, if your dream is to start an orphanage in some foreign country, if your dream is to start a bookstore, whatever your dream is, you're going to keep your eye on that. You're not going to be looking around at what Sally's doing and what Betty's doing over there, right? The people around you might be scared of their own fear also. So don't use them as your model of what normal is or where you should be or anything like that. And just because you're not living your dream right now doesn't mean you can't be successful. You have to be the one that breaks the mold, and you have to be the one that steps it up for yourself. Nobody is going to come and drop your dreams in your lap. You need to change that mindset and grab a hold of it and stay on that path, okay? All right, so we're not going to compare ourselves. We're not looking at other people's successes. We're staying on our own frickin' path, ladies. Okay, so in order to begin dreaming bigger, you need to start looking at the dreams that you already are living. So maybe you're not living in the mansion right now, right? I lost my spot. Maybe you're not making millions of dollars, or you don't have that wonderful relationship. That's okay. What is it, though, that you do have that is amazing? Because 10 years ago, you didn't have that. And what were you dreaming about back then that you have now? That's amazing. You need to keep your eye on that part, right? So by looking at what you have now, it brings you into this place of gratefulness, of gratitude. It trains your mind to start seeing the good in everything. There's a stat out there about how many thoughts we have per day. It's like 80,000 thoughts every day. And like, I think it's something ridiculous. Like 80% of those thoughts are all negative. So when we can start being in a place of gratitude and we can start changing the mindset and having our minds think more positively, then it's crazy. You can go on a walk and see a freaking leaf on the ground and be like, oh my God, that's the most beautiful leaf in the world. Your mind starts seeing the beauty all around you. When your kids are throwing tantrums, you can see, oh my gosh, they're such beautiful little human beings. Like, look how tired they are. But if you're stuck in that negative spiral and you're spinning down and your vibrations are getting lower and lower, you are not able to see the beauty that is all around you. It's much, much harder. So by practicing what you have now, seeing the beauty that you have in your life right now, you're able to go higher and higher in your vibrations. You're able to see everything going on around you, and you're able to train your mind to think so much more positively and to see the world in such a different light. It's amazing. It's so beautiful on the other side. I can remember when I used to complain all the time, and I would think it was funny to complain or do something like that. It's so much prettier on the other side. I just think like, why would I even go there? But that's what the coach is for. That's why I love her. All right. So we're looking at the dreams that we're already living, right? So when are you going to look at these dreams that you're already living? This is where an action step needs to come into place, where you need to become obsessed with making changes, where you need to really do some work and make it happen. Because like I said, nobody's going to drop it in your lap. All right, so here's the deal. You have to carve out time to start dreaming. You have to. You have to see what it feels like to have that dream that you want. So let's say it's a sports car that you want. And you want that really nice, a Tesla. And nobody's going to drop that in your lap. So you need to carve out time, maybe in the morning, maybe right before you go to bed, maybe when the kids are taking a nap. But you need to feel what it feels like to already have that car, to make the movie in your mind, make it as if it had already happened to you, so that your body, so that your emotions, so that you become aligned with that vision, right? So we're going to go to the store and you're going to feel what it feels like to walk through that door and to smell the smell of the leathers and the tires. And you're going to feel what it feels like to talk to the salesperson, what it feels like to have that customer service and the amazing experience of going in the store and buying it, purchasing it. What does it feel like to sign the papers that this is your car now? Okay? This is your dream. You need to think about every emotion, every feeling that is going to encompass you when it really does come true, when it manifests into your reality, when you get that car, when you get those keys in your hands. What is that going to feel like? What is it going to look like? What is it going to smell like? What's it going to sound like? Okay, so setting aside some of that dreaming time, it's very important to do it same time, same place in the beginning, to really train your body to make this a habit, to make this part of your mindset shift that you're going on. This is your journey. Remember, we're dreaming big and we're going to dream bigger, ladies. We want this to be our reality. We are done with being stuck. We want a clear plan, and here we go. Okay? So just like exercising, if you've never exercised and now you just want to start exercising, and here we go, I want to let you know that this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough in the beginning. You're going to go out there and run, and you're going to be like, fuck, this sucks. But once you keep doing it and keep doing it, it's going to feel good. And pretty soon when you're running, you got 2 miles under your belt, and you're like, I just did 2 miles. I'm stoked. Pretty soon you're doing half marathons, you're doing marathons. Just think of it in the same way. It's going to be the same kind of effort. The same feelings are going to pop up, right? So when you start dreaming, when you start carving that time out, it's going to be rough. Your body's going to not know what to do with this idle time. It's going to think it needs to be busy. It's going to think it needs to go clean the toilets or go pick the dishes up or take a shower. It's going to think, you're going to be thinking all these things. They're going to be going through your mind. Shut it all down. Shut it all down and promise yourself that you're going to sit. Even if in the beginning you only start with 10 minutes, even 5 minutes, and then you can work your way up, right? Everything we do, we can do in baby steps, and we need to be concentrating on those baby steps, not the big, big, huge picture that scares the shit out of us. Bring it down. We don't want fear to get in our front seat of our car. So we're going to just bring it down and go slow, because you've got this. This is easy. This is your dreams. These are your dreams you're going after. Okay? So like I said earlier, in these dreams, in this dreaming time that you're doing, you need to feel what it feels like to already have it. You need to feel what it feels like to go through the motions of accomplishing every little baby step to get you to that big vision. So one of the ways that I like to do that is I like to journal about it. You can make boards. You could paint about it. You could read books about it. But just become obsessed with how it's going to feel. Make it a reality in your mind. Because when you make it a reality in your mind, it becomes a reality. So I have a little story. It's always been my dream to live on the coast. And I have a little tiny village town that I've always wanted to live in. And you know what I did? I started running in that village, in that neighborhood. I started driving through those neighborhoods, looking for my house. I started, looking at the school districts so that my kids could go to these schools. Now, mind you, I didn't have a house in this neighborhood yet. I just encompassed myself and I made it a reality in my head. I was going to move here before school started so my kids could start school, the fresh new school year, right? I made it a reality in my head that we already were moving there. My husband started to believe it. My kids started to believe it. And guess what? It happened. So I'm telling you, this stuff works, but it's up to you. You're the one that needs to change the mindset. You're the one that needs to have that drive, that fresh momentum, right? You are the one that needs to decide, this is it, and this is how I'm getting there. All right, so now that you feel like you have decided that this is going to be it, we're getting you to your dreams, right? You've carved out time to start dreaming every single morning, people. Even if you have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you are making strides. You are doing things that you've never done before because you want results that you've never had before. So get your butts up before your house wakes up. I don't care how tired you are. You need to let the universe know that this is your dream and you are going to stop at nothing. You are going to make this a reality. Okay? So now that you have this time carved out, here's what you need to do. I want to make sure you're all with me still. Okay, I see it. In this dream time that you have established for yourself, you're going to ask some questions. You're going to ask yourself questions. You're going to ask your intuition to start talking to you. You're going to ask the universe to give you answers. And when you've learned to quiet down that mind through meditation or just through quiet time or prayer, you're going to start getting answers. You're going to start hearing things. You're going to start feeling things. You're going to start just knowing the answer. But here's what the questions that I want you to ask. What do you want more of in your life? Do you want more love? Do you want more money? Do you want more kids? Do you want more friends? What do you want more of? Do you want more time? Do you want more health? What is it that you want more of? What is it that your heart desires? That when you hear that word, like for instance, if you hear travel and adventure, your heart just kind of sparks up and like, hey, what are you talking about over there? What is it that makes you jump, that makes you excited, that makes you feel vibrant and fun and just full of energy? And if there's nothing that you can think of right now, what was it that used to make you feel like that? What was it that got you all tingly inside before? Okay? So these are questions you're asking yourself in the morning. And you're asking yourself every morning because you have carved out this time every morning. You are on a path to success. No matter how big your dreams are, they're coming true, and I'm teaching you how to get there. Okay? So now that we have looked at what we want more of and what our hearts desire, I want you to take a look at your life 2 years from now. Who's in your life? Who are you hanging out with? What are you doing? How many kids do you have? What do you look like? How do you feel? Where are you living? What kinds of things are surrounding you? And that's what I want you to imagine. Where is that place? And that place is what you need to really, really map out in your head. And you need to draw that picture, paint that picture in your head every day. I'm not joking when I say this every day. Okay? So 2 years from now, what is your life going to look like? Write it out. Make a huge bio or a paragraph or whatever, but write it out. Put it on paper. There's a huge connection when you can write on paper and you get all your thoughts out on paper. It's like the universe can read. Okay, yep, that's what she said she wanted. Here we go. Let's give it to her. So in 2 years from now, what does your life look like? I really want you to take time this week and map that out for yourself. Okay? And then you need to start living and you need to start feeling as if it's already happened. I know that sounds backwards, but it's so true. Okay, I'm going to hop on over here to my questions. Here we go. How can you stay focused? And that's for okay, so first steps. Oh, look at this. I got some business mamas here. What are the first steps in starting your own business and going inside to reawaken my passion and purpose, my destiny, and my positive mindset? Woo! All right, so this is it. You want to start your own business, and you know that you need to go inside yourself, and you know that you need to reawaken that passion. So first of all I have to say is you need to find out what that passion is. What is it that lights you up? What circumstances have happened to you in your life that you've gone through that maybe you needed help with and you got the help? Maybe something tragic or something amazing, or what is that passion? What could you help other people with? That's another thing. Anything you do, you need to come from a spot of helping others. How can I help others? So for me, mine is helping mommies. I know I was like a stuck mama at one point, right? I knew that there had to be more out there, and I found that passion and I found my purpose. And so now my purpose and my passion is to help other moms get out of that place, and so that they can live on their purpose and their passion. And then, but the real hidden, deep down thing for me is the kids. I know that when I can make a happy mom, the kids are going to grow up happier. And so that's really where I find my passion, is knowing that I'm making happy kids. Because I'll tell you, kids are really my big, huge passion. I could spend all my time with kids all day. But when it goes to reaching out to mommies, I know that I can reach the masses and reach mass quantities of kids. And when you come from a spot of giving and making someone else happier, the universe responds quicker. The universe is there right by your side. You can't come from a place of your own ego and selfishness, and it has to be, how can I help other people? How can I find my passion, right? What's your destiny? And then the positive mindset, I think we touched on that earlier. But it's honestly, consciously becoming obsessed with changing. So whether it looks like getting on Pinterest every day and just looking up quotes. I'm a super visual person, so I love looking at Pinterest just for things to flow in for me. So if I'm, like, for instance, for this webinar, we're talking about dreams, just looking up dream quotes. But I love seeing the colors and the artwork and all of that. But I've become obsessed with it. So every day I have time for my dreaming. I have time for my journaling. I make time for everything that I want to happen so that I can create the life that I have, right? All right, so I hope that answers your questions. Oh, I love this one. How do you decide on a dream when you barely have time for yourself? Okay, so here's the deal. You need to start making time for yourself. Your dreams are getting pushed down. Start making time for yourself. And like I said, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, but your body needs to know what it feels like to not be in overdrive, to not always be pushing and pushing and pushing and doing this and doing that and doing this. You need to take time out for yourself, only for yourself. Because if you can't do that, you can't be there for your kids later. You can't be there for your spouse later. You won't be there for anybody, and the universe will make you stop. It will find a way to stop you and tell you, slow down, right? We see it all the time. People get caught up in these stress balls and they keep going and faster and faster and faster. The universe is going to stop you. And it's not going to be pretty. It's going to stop whispering in your ear and it's going to tell you, stop it. It's going to start screaming at you. And if you're still not listening, it's going to knock you down. So that's why you need to start now, and you need to start taking time out for yourself. No matter what else is going on, you put yourself first. You put yourself above your kids, put yourself above your spouse. You take time for yourself. It's not selfish to take time out for yourself. In fact, you're giving your kids a better mom. They deserve a happy mom. They deserve that. They came into this world happy, right? Okay. All right. So my next question says, how can I get motivated to start physical activity again? This is a good one too. So this is my thing. When I coach lots of moms, exercise is one of those things that we all know we need to do more of. We all know it's going to make us happier and healthier. It's just actually getting that motivation to actually go do it, right? You need to change your mindset on exercise. You need to change how you think about it. This no longer is an option. It is just like brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth every day, you exercise every day, or whenever your plan makes it. So start slow, start with 3 days a week, 3 20-minute walks, work your way up, whatever. But I actually have lots of tricks for the exercise one. Way more. It's a whole new webinar. But yeah, exercise is a huge game changer. And honestly, I have to say too that I love looking at my exercise regime, my endurance program that I do, and it's like a big mirror to me. It shows me which habits I'm being good at, what habits I'm being bad at, and I can look at that and then apply it to my real life. I can apply it to my business. I can apply it to the way I'm raising my kids. And when I can start seeing those habits that I'm working on, when I can start seeing those, then I can start fixing it. I can start fixing it in my exercise. I can start fixing it in my real life. So let's say I'm not being consistent in my exercise. I'm probably not being consistent at sitting down and doing homework with my kiddos either, right? And the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Okay? So, all right. Do we have any more questions? This has been fun today. So today I told you was the mindset shift. We're talking about our mindset. We're really going to power through this. Tomorrow, we're going to start talking about the inspired actions that you need to take, things that you can do to actually map out your dreams, to make them bigger, to start pulling them out of yourself. If you are like feeling this dire need for me to help you change that mind shift today, go ahead and email me back right now. I'll totally help you. I've got the rest of the afternoon for you. But I really want you to stop and take like 20 minutes and try to map stuff out for yourself. I really want to see you inspire yourself. Okay? Take that time out. And then I want you to commit to joining me tomorrow on my next one, where I'm going to teach you the different steps, the actual physical different steps that I take every morning in my dream time so that I was able to have this dream life that I've created, right? I have my own business. I've sold a business. I've created a family that I've really desired. I am living on the coast. Like, I take credit for everything that I've created. And I actually worked really hard to get there. It's not just something that fell in my lap. People don't just get lucky, right? So please, if this is something that you really are truly desiring, that you really are tired of being stuck, I want to help you. So go ahead and email me back. You guys can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. You probably have my email already. It's jamieboglin.com. You can find me on Facebook at the Fab Mommy Lifestyle or at Jamie, J-M-E, Boglin. I'm out there, guys. You can find me. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to go ahead and hop off right now, but I will see you back here tomorrow, the same time, same little link, okay? And let's get dreaming so you can dream bigger, and manifest that into your reality. What are your dreams that you're going to chase, that you are going to create? What is that? I want to help you get there. So let's go for it, all right? Thank you so much for sticking with me, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.